Good morning. It's Freedom Friday, and I am ready to get into it. So, do me a solid, jump in the comments, let me know you're here, say good morning or something, and let's get into it, y'all. Yes, I'm back. I know I dipped out on y'all last week, but I had to. My son was playing, and y'all know how it is. I had to see what the boy was up to. So I'm back. I'm ready to talk about some fun stuff today. So do me a solid. Say hello in the comments. Sometimes it takes a minute for things to pop up so I can see them. Good morning, Shane. How are you? How's my little sister doing? I hope she's doing good. So I have to talk to y'all about if you were here not last week but the week before, I talked about going up a size. Y'all, I got some comments from folks about that. I got some text messages. You know, folks like to come get me when I'm done and say stuff like, you didn't even have to go there. And they come get me, and it's cool. Hey, Rudy. Rudy, did you enjoy National Fried Chicken Day? Okay. And my tister, hi tister. My tister's on, you guys. So anyway, a couple weeks ago, I talked about going up a size. So I have a question for y'all. Y'all do me a solid and drop it in the comments for me and tell me, what is your go-to food? No, we're not going to talk about just food today, but I'm just curious. Somebody tell me. Come on, somebody in the comments tell me, what is your go-to food? Pizza. Yeah, you was killing that pizza. Hey, Anna, how are you? I hope you're doing well. A good steak. You know what? I'm not really a steak eater. I like a ribeye, but let me tell you why I'm asking this question. Ruthie, we already know, y'all, Ruthie's go-to food is fried chicken, okay? Fried bird. If she could get it on her license plate, see, there it is. All right, fine. So, good morning, Facebook user. Y'all, that is the entrepreneur herself, Outstanding Eights mom, Tamira Lofton. Yeah, I had to introduce her like that. Good, I'm doing good, Anna. So listen, while I was doing this whole go up a size business, I went shopping and cucumbers. Yes, I had cucumbers, y'all, with lemon pepper, a drop of honey, and some apple cider vinegar will change your day. Kid you not. I killed it yesterday. So while I'm doing this whole thing, I went up a size. I bought some jeans, some shorts, some shirts, you know, some dresses. I just had to go ahead and do what I had to do, right? I wasn't going to tell y'all something like that and not do it. I had to do it so I could be comfortable. So my next step was, I got to thinking about meal prepping, right? And when you start thinking about meal prepping, I jumped right to the meal prepping. And so that's what I was going to talk about last week, was my meal prep. But I realized that before I can get to the meal prepping, I have to deal with what's in the pantry. Let me deal with it. Oh, Ruthie, it'll change things for you, I promise you. Lemon pepper, yeah. And it's got to be the cheap lemon pepper, the one from the Great Value. That one right there. Yeah, hits. Okay, so dealing with what's in the pantry, I started thinking about, well, if I'm going to make some changes, I need to start with the pantry and not just jump to what I'm going to go to the store and buy and make these little meals up. And I have a couple girls in mind that I'm going to shout out One is in Denver, Shamika Miles. The other one is my goddaughter, Quave. Quave makes good stuff. Her business is called Taste by Vay. And I'll make sure that she drops some information for y'all. If you know anybody that's good at the meal prep where you are, drop their information in there. Let's shout them out today because this is kind of important. But I want to deal with, good morning, Sharika. I want to deal with what's in the pantry, right? So I started, now, you guys, I made a little quick trip. My sister was so sweet to me. We had some sister time. We did a road trip, me, her, Lynn. It was so much fun over the weekend. So I ate what I wanted to eat, all the comfort food. Oh, I asked y'all the go-to foods. Okay. Let me go. You've been saying this for a while. Okay, Shady, we're gonna get into it. But let me say that some people have asked me about Dr. D. What's the doctorate in? Now, on paper, my doctorate is in theology. That's this way, what you see behind me. But I have a doctorate, y'all, in bread. Yes, I do. In cake, with an emphasis in butter. Yeah, if you want to know what my doctorate is, it's in the calories, it's in carbs, it's in pounds. I do have it. Yeah. So those are my go-tos. So I want to deal with what's in the pantry. So as I was thinking about this, of course, you know, you start thinking about weight loss and see, a doctorate, weight loss. And you see all these quick schemes like lose 10 pounds this week, right? You're going to have to eat a bowl of air with a side of ice all week long and you're going to be thin. So I started thinking about that. But you guys, I am going to share with you today revamping the staples. 5 things, five, and this is real, y'all, that can make you lighter if you start today. In your notes for Saturday, what's happening Saturday, girl? Let me know what's going on. Five things that you can drop today that will help you drop today, right? 5 things that if you drop today, you'll elevate today. Isn't that crazy? You can drop and elevate all in the same day. Y'all, this is not a gimmick. I'm not making this up. This is real. Listen, I tried him and I know him. Listen, this is real stuff. Okay? All right. So 5 things that you can get rid of that'll make you feel better as soon as you get started, and you will continually get better. I know y'all think I'm making it up. I know y'all don't believe me, but check this out. I'm going to call them the 5 F's. 5 F's. Okay? Let's get into it. The first F, that if you drop this F, if you start today, is fear. Drop fear today. Start today, and you will feel better. You will be lighter if you drop it today. Did you know? Have you noticed that fear is heavy? It's a weight that sits on you. Every time you get ready to elevate, every time you get ready to move from a place that's been comfortable, where you've been complacent, every time fear sits on you and it gets heavy. If you know what I'm talking about, somebody say it in there. Fear is heavy. Somebody help me out. Fear can drag you down like a ball and chain. It can sit on you like a weight in water, right? I know I can't be the only one. I can't be the only one. You know, every time you say, I'll never be able to do that, I'm not good enough. Hey, Shell, listen. Hey, Scott, Cheryl, cousin, come on in here. Y'all come on in here. Every time you say, I'm going to change this or I'm going to do this, then fear gets heavy. It starts to sit in your shoulders. Did you know that fear can have a physical effect on you? You've heard people say it. My knees started knocking, right? My hands got sweaty and clammy. My eyes started to twitch. My head started to hurt. Fear is heavy. But did you know that fear can be a staple in your pantry? Yeah, because at some point you picked it up and you put it in there. Have you ever been in your pantry and you were looking for one thing and found something you didn't even realize you had bought? You didn't even realize it was there. Sometimes that thing can be fear. You didn't even realize that it's been sitting amongst all of your belongings, all the things that you put in there for nourishment. Fear is smack dab in the middle. So if you want to lighten up, if you want to tighten up, then you're going to have to get rid of fear. Dump fear today. When you say, I'm not smart enough, I'm not pretty enough, I don't have enough money, I can't afford that, I'll never be that, I'll never do that. Y'all, all of that is fear. All of that is rooted in fear. Maybe somebody said it to you, but the fear comes in when you became afraid that they were right. That's fear. Dump it. Let's get to number 2. The second F that you can get rid of today is faces. If you let the look, check this out, y'all. If you let the look on people's faces, people's, plural. If you let the look on people's faces stop you from your hopes and dreams, you'll always just be hoping, always just be dreaming. You cannot afford to be stuck on what people look like when you are trying to do something. Sometimes it's not even about you. Let me give you a prime example. Have you ever had someone say to you, you were looking at them funny, or you had some crazy look on your face, or fix your face, when in fact you weren't even thinking about them? You were not even in their space, right? That can also be true, that we give people more credit than they deserve. We attribute things to people and we give them more power, more authority over our hopes and dreams than they should ever have. Because we have become transfixed on their face instead of being transformed on our or by our destiny. So we start to look at them, and because they look at you funny, you say, oh, I'm not going to do that again. I'm not going to say that no more. I'm not going, right? But it's their face that's the problem. You've given it more authority than it deserves. So dump that junk today. And let's be clear, some folks are just hard to look at. Ugly shows up on their face because ugly is in their heart. That don't have nothing to do with me. I don't have to be focused on that. They can walk around here being ugly all day long. You can be ugly if you want to. That ain't got nothing to do with me unless I make it about me. So I'm going to clear my pantry of the faces that intimidate me, the faces that make me nervous, the faces that can actually scare me. I can just go and get rid of them. Keep your face to yourself. All right, let me get to number 3, y'all. I don't want to be all day. Number 3 kind of made me chuckle. It's the F that a lot of people have and don't realize it, and it's foolery. Yeah, foolery free Friday. It's foolery. What is foolery? The stuff that's around you that just ain't worth nothing. You ever look and say, man, I don't even know what I got this for. This is some foolery. Child, I don't even like that. I don't know. I just got it because it was on sale. We over here taking foolery from folks because they giving it at a discount because it's free to you. Baby, no. Get rid of foolery today. All of that stuff that ain't worth a dime. Don't pay no bills. Like what? Their opinion. I like onions, but I don't need your opinion. Right? Let's get rid of the foolery that ain't worth nothing. It don't pay no bills. So that's how you feel. And when you get through and that's good for you. And what's that got to do with me, baby? That's foolery. Tea and gossip is foolery. I wish I I wish I would let your foolery get in the way of my freedom. I ain't getting ready to do it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of it. And if by some, listen, Alicia, hey girl, some folks just look hard, baby. Listen, y'all know what we saying. If by chance you have served foolery over here and I accepted it, I do have the option to send it back. Baby, listen, I've been at some tables where I said, ooh, I don't want that. I'm going to send that back. Baby, that don't even look right. That ain't good for me. I'm going to send that back. I have the option of sending it back. I don't have to keep foolery. Now, listen, some folks need foolery for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, 2 snacks, appetizers, baby, entrees, desserts, whatever it is. Some folks drink foolery. They wake up on it. They go to bed on it. But I don't have to be some folks, and neither do you. Let me get to, I know y'all. I know. I'm trying to help us heal, help us get better. Sometimes the things that we are ingesting are the things that are making us sick. Baby, they whole meal. Let me go to this next one right here. Something that's in there. Fat. That's the F word I'm gonna talk about right now. Fat. Now, let's be clear. There are some healthy fats that convert into energy. Okay, we're not talking about the healthy. I'm gonna let you do your work and find out which ones those is. Yeah, that's what I said, which one them is. But I'm talking about that fat that clogs your arteries, that stops your blood flow, that causes heart disease. Some people and things are just fatty. That's just what it is. Their sole purpose is to stop you, to increase your risk of heart attacks, increase the pain that you go through. That's just their purpose. That's just what it is. Hey, sister, so listen, you don't have to take in the fat. Baby, you can trim the fat. Now, my superintendent, my pastor, he used to say, daughter, you need to learn to eat the meat and throw the bones away. Yeah, gassy. Girl, listen. Some stuff that'll just get the bubbling crude up in your belly ain't nothing but fat. It has no purpose other than to stop and block your flow. That's what fat does. That's what that bad cholesterol does. It clogs your arteries, and your arteries carry your blood. So then you have a blockage. Yeah, there are some people and things in your lives who are only a blockage. I'm not going to name them. I'm not going to tell you which ones they is. I'm just telling you that fat causes blockage. And what that means is it blocks the flow that God has given you. God has given you a flow. There is a flow, a destiny. There are some hopes and dreams that are part of your destiny, but you can't flow in them because you have blockage. I know he's talking to me. Y'all mind y'all business. Y'all always get on here trying to get me. Guilty conscience. Okay, now let's get rid of the stuff that mess with your heart and don't want you to be healthy. Person, place, thing, whatever it is, don't want you to be healthy. But y'all, this one right here. Hey, Sister Alicia, too much fat. This one right here, y'all. This one right here. Let me tell you. I said, okay, God. And y'all, these are my, let me show y'all. These are my notes, right? I wrote all this stuff. I ain't just talking to be talking. I listened to the Lord and got my notes together today. But I started off with this little chart over here. And so that last one, I said, ugh, I had it out of place. So I had to go back and move it because I had it higher up. But for emphasis, it needed to be on the bottom. The last F, okay? Fakes. Fakes. Oh my goodness. You know, some folks can fool us, right? I've been fooled. Everybody plays the fool sometime. And here's the deal. Some folks can fool us. We don't know that they're fake. We don't know that they don't mean us any good. But listen, those aren't the only fakes that we deal with. We deal with fakes that we know are fakes. Let me tell you, girl, that's a cute bag. Oh, baby, that's a knockoff. I got that at a discount. That's not a real Coach. That's not a real Dooney, whatever. So you know it's a fake, but you yet carry it. Now, you don't mind telling people it's a fake, but you know it's a fake, but you yet carry it. Listen, that has its place in goods, okay? In materials. Hey, cousin, y'all say hello to my cousin Fee. She on the scene. Listen, that's fine for your fake shoes, your fake purse. Baby, that's even fine for your fake hair. But that ain't fine for your fake friends, your fake family, your fake none of that. No, that ain't okay. That ain't okay. Now, I'm not telling you to ditch your friends and family. That's between you, them, and God. That ain't got nothing to do with me. All I'm saying is there are some folks that we know are not for us. Some folks that we know don't mean us any good. There are some folks who are nothing but fakes, but we yet carrying them. We trying to carry them to our destiny. We trying to carry them to our hopes and dreams. We trying to carry them to our next level. We trying to carry them in our hearts. But the truth of the matter is they're fake. Now, we got to figure out why is I'm holding on, purse strap, to these fakes. What is I'm trying to prove? Why do I need them? What is their purpose? Why am I keeping them around? Now, let me tell you what the Bible says. David said in the 23rd Psalm that God would prepare a table before you in the presence of our enemies. So that lets me know that my enemies have to be present for God to prepare the table. Yeah, your enemies got to be there to watch God take you up. But do they have to be there, or they just have to be there? Yeah, you go ahead and ask God about that. But why do we keep them? Because we don't want to be alone. We feel like a fake friend is better than no friend, child. Bye. And she ain't, and he ain't, and they ain't. Nope. Nah. Okay. We do that because we dismiss the backstab. And we do that because we're trying to save face. We don't want to be wrong, right? We don't want other people to know we wrong. So we save face. But here's the deal about the backstab. And I know this is for me. Even though we see blood on their hands and we feel the life draining out of us from the wound, we still try to keep these folks around, and they are fakes. Okay? There's fake things that we think are going to make our lives better, but they are really just faking the funk. So we've got to get rid of the fakes. We've got to let go. We got to. That's all I'm going to say is about that. Now, I got what? 6 minutes. 6 minutes. 6 minutes. Lucky Fresh, you're on. Y'all know I like music. Okay. Now, whenever you take something away, Shani, if you're still on, trying to be Captain Save a Saint, listen. Woo! Baby, I'm going to tell y'all one time. And then I'm going to tell you 2 times for sure. And I'm going to tell you the 3rd time if I got to. Jesus saves. Yeah, Delon don't save. I'm not in the Bible. I don't even have a Bible name. Feel me? Jesus saves. To the utmost. Now, that's what the words say. Shady, all right. When you take something out, you need to replace it with something. When you get rid of an unhealthy habit, you need to replace it with something healthy, because quite naturally, I'll give it to you like this. There are people who will stop a bad habit, but they'll pick up another one because it's a substitution for the first one. It's not really a healthy habit. So we're not talking about that. I'm not talking about substituting. I'm talking about replacement. And replacement means you're going to replace that unhealthy with healthy, because that's our journey. We're just trying to get better day by day, every day, right? So let's talk about 5 F's to replace the other 5 F's, all right, for your healing journey starting today. You can replace fear with faith. What is you hollering about? Oh, well, my name ain't in the Bible. I know what you hollering about, and it ain't. Baby, it ain't. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. If it had been me and God was over here on that go let my people go business, baby, listen. I ain't no disobedient child all the time. Now I have been, but to let that staff hit the ground and turn into a snake, baby, you can have them folks. Yeah, they on their own, baby. Let that water turn to blood. No, God, I ain't gonna be able to do that. It's a bunch of them that you probably don't even want back. Go let them stay over there. They fine. They ain't complaining. Keep them over there. Anyway, I ain't in the Bible. Replace fear with faith. You can burn up your fear. Get this. You can burn up your fear if you exercise your faith. But now you got to have faith. Oh, that reminds me of that song by George Michael. Gotta have faith. All right, but anyway, you've got to have faith so you can burn up fear. Those are calories you don't need. Burn them up. Put your faith in motion. You've got to believe that what is for you is for you. You've got to believe that God is on your side. You've got to believe that whatever he said he will do it. You got to believe it. I still believe God. Yeah. Y'all, I was real sick at one point and it didn't look good for me, but I still believe God. And I'm here. 20 years later, I'm still here. You've got to replace fear with faith. Replace foolery with fun. There is nothing wrong with having fun. Fun that don't hurt nobody is good fun. There is nothing wrong with having fun. Replace foolery with fun. Stop wasting precious time on foolishness, foolery, and foolish people. I don't have time to waste. Replace faces with favor. Let me tell you, y'all, if y'all hear me, say I hear you. Replace faces with favor. Now, they might be looking at you some kind of way, but let me tell you, who cares about how they're looking if God is smiling on you? That's the face that matters. And when God is smiling on you, you have God's favor. You better ask somebody. When Joseph was dreaming the dreams, that's in Genesis, y'all. When he was dreaming, see, don't even play with me. Don't even play with me. When he was dreaming the dreams and his brothers was looking at him sideways and his mama and his daddy was like, child, bye. Baby, those dreams came to pass. Yeah. Uh-huh. Favor. God had already decided where Joseph was going to be. Joseph already had God's favor. Even though he was his father's favorite, he had God's favor. Number 4, replace fat with forgiveness. Oh, y'all know I was going there. Don't even get in your feelings. Yeah, another F word we don't like to talk about. Replace fat with forgiveness. Because let me tell you something. Unforgiveness will clog your heart. It will stop you from breathing. It will mess up your flow. So get you some forgiveness. And it doesn't matter if they're sorry. It doesn't matter if they've ever asked you to forgive them. That's not even the point. Yeah, Ruthie, you already know. That's not even the point because forgiveness is not about them. So you aren't giving them a favor. You are doing yourself a favor. You are doing yourself a solid. Okay? You're doing yourself a solid, baby. You're getting rid of fat and replacing it with a solid. Y'all see how I did that? Baby, if you replace the stuff that is clogging you with forgiveness, you'll start to heal. You'll feel better. You'll flow. Yep. And number 5, replace fakes. See, this is why I said don't mess with me. Replace fakes with facts. Okay? Hey, Viv. Y'all, Vivian is going to be one of our guests one of these days soon. She's an author, and I got to get her story out here. I got to share it with the folks I know. I know her story is already out there, child, because that girl can write, okay? But I want to share it with the folks I know. Is it possible to forgive if you haven't voiced what was done? If you haven't voiced it to them, is it possible to forgive if you have not had the conversation with them? Yeah, it is. Because again, forgiveness ain't about them. There are some people that are dead and gone that you may need to forgive, and you're not going to get to have that conversation. Now, you can voice it with them without having the conversation with them. Voice it on paper, write the letter, write the journal, do that, and then burn that crap up when you're done. Give it to God. Yes, you absolutely can. You absolutely can. You don't have to have that conversation with them because you are putting too much emphasis on them. Forgiveness ain't about them. This is so you can flow and be free. You have to forgive them for you, not for them. So if you never get to say, this is what happened, fine. It doesn't negate the fact that you still need to forgive them. And I'm telling y'all, the Bible says that forgiveness is necessary for us. That's not my opinion. Forgiveness is necessary for us. Forgiveness gives you freedom from people, from the things that they've done. It gives you freedom. It doesn't, their actions can't hold you hostage unless you allow it to. So then you forgive because it unlocks the door to your freedom. So yeah, it is possible to forgive if you haven't voiced. Absolutely. All right, now the facts. Let's get to the reals. Replace the fakes with facts. What am I talking about? There are some people that you know in that moment, that day, when they did what they did, had your back. Folks that you know you can count on. And if you don't know who they are, and vice versa, if you aren't sure who the fakes are, ask God to show you. Now, let me tell you something about asking God to show you stuff. He will, and you better be ready for what he show you. God tried to show me a fake a long time ago, and I kept saying, child, that'll never happen. Nope, 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 nope. Turned out that's exactly what it was. It was exactly what I thought it was. It was exactly what God showed me, and it was on me that I wouldn't believe God. So if you're going to ask him, be ready for the answer and believe him. When people show you who they are, believe them. Believe them, but replace the fakes with the facts. It's some folks in your corner, they're facts. They got your back when folks is running your name. They got your back when stuff is going on. Alicia, he will do it. They got your back. They coming through for you. They gonna stay up at night when you're crying and you're hurting, and you'll never hear the story from anybody else. There are some people out there. Don't let the fakes fool you. Don't let the fakes make you think that nobody has your back, that nobody cares, that nobody will be a confidant for you. Don't let the fakes fool you. There are some facts out there. Yeah, it's some folks that got you covered, baby. Yeah, every time. I hope you have enjoyed yourself today, y'all. That's it for Freedom Friday. Next week, I think we're gonna call today meal prep. So we prepped for the meal prep, right? We went through the pantry. If you come up with some other stuff that you have or you've seen in a pantry, I don't want you to expose yourself if you're not comfortable. Would you drop it in the chat today so others can go back and see it? I'm just curious because maybe I've missed some things. These top 5 came up for me. You may have a different top 5, but you could help somebody. And then the next conversation, we'll talk about actually prepping the meal, like what the meal prep is going to look like, right? I know a lot of this is around food, but if y'all don't know me by now, I like to eat. Food make me happy. I sing, I swing my feet back and forth. I dance. I might even hum a tune because I likes to eat. I do a little. Where's my niece? She must be working. Tiara, I might get a little fraud, baby. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Listen. So do me a solid. Share this video with somebody. Y'all help me spread the word. I love you guys. I will be checking into the chat today. I hope you had a good time today, and I hope it helped you. I hope you feel lighter. I hope you feel like taking the plunge today and just checking and revamping your pantry today on the healing journey. Every day is a journey. Y'all, it's a marathon, not a sprint, but we gonna get there. Love you guys. And I'm out. Oh, wait. How dare I? I'm not out. Y'all know I ain't going nowhere without a scripture. Devil, you tried it. The scripture for today is 2 Timothy, the 1st chapter and the 7th verse. For God has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. Somebody, you know how they say at church, look at your neighbor and tell your neighbor, don't be scared. All right. I love y'all. I'm out. Bye.